Welcome to Mama Cat's Home, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be starting my meal plan, or my what's for dinner for the week. But first I'm going to share my meal plan. Got me some coffee this morning, and it's Monday and I have a lot going on. We've got to go we've got to go pick up glasses where we got our eyes checked and all that stuff, and had to get new lenses. We got to order contacts for Selena because she found out the ones that she was trying out are good. Got to go to Sam's because they refunded us too much money whenever they gave Jeff his prescription after his surgery, and it was workman's comp, but because workman's comp was not ready yet, we paid for it, and then they were supposed to refund us. Well, they refunded us in my bag of medication, and I didn't know that until last night when I opened that bag, and that was it was 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to take that money back. I mean, it's only $2.09, but it's not my $2.09 because they refunded me in the bag, and then they gave me the money back, and it's still actually in the side of my purse. So anyway, long story short, we got to take some money back to Sam's that does not belong to us because I'm not keeping it. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today is what we had for dinner. First, I'm going to share with you what my meal plan is for the week. Then I'll show you my bins because I've got to get back into that. And I did have a request to show what the bins were, which I normally do when I use the bins. I'll show you what they are, and then I'll show you what I put in them. And the reason why I use them. The reason why I use them is because it just makes life easier. Now, my pantry's not far from my kitchen. It is not far at all. But whenever you are in the kitchen cooking and you remember that you needed a certain thing for a recipe and you have to go hunt it because for some reason, even though my pantry's organized and I know where almost anything is in there, and I can tell my family go to the this shelf and on the left and the whatever and stuff like that, I can do that whenever I'm not cooking. But when I'm cooking, for some reason, I can't remember where things are sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes. But I like to have my things ready for me in the kitchen because my cabinets that are in the kitchen are for dishes. I don't have much space in them. I have no food in them at all. And they're really not very deep, so they don't hold a lot. In fact, there's certain kinds of plates and things that I cannot own because they're just too big. Like, you know, different types of casserole dishes or different types of you know, I don't know, sheet pans and things like that we have to have in certain places. And certain bowls I can't have inside my cabinets. I have to have them on top of my refrigerator because they're just too big to fit in there, and they would be something you would normally have in a kitchen, but that's just not the way this kitchen is built. It's built in a way that things don't fit as much. They're not real tall. It's just crazy. So I don't have groceries in here other than what's in the refrigerators, and yes, I do have 2 refrigerators. Why? I don't know, other than the fact that one of them was here whenever we moved in, and we thought we could use it for like water and drinks and things, and it has morphed into something completely different. And it works for us, but Jeff and I have actually been talking about getting another, like saving up and getting one of those big side-by-sides that has the under drawer freezer thing. We're thinking about that and eliminating the fact that we have 2 refrigerators in here because it would be a lot less space. But anyway, that's completely different. I haven't recorded one of these videos like really the way I normally would with showing you guys everything in a while. So I decided that I was going to chat a little bit, I guess, today. So this is Monday. We've already had one meal this week, which was last night, Sunday night. We had baked potatoes and beef tips. Jeff cooked that after my niece and nephews left. It was like 10 o'clock before, or 9:30 or so before we ate dinner, because we were going to eat earlier, and then for over probably close to 2 hours we could not figure out what we wanted because I did not have a meal plan. And so we got the meal plan done. I do not have it down on my days yet. I just have it here because I just ask everybody in the family what they might want, and I need to figure out which day I want to put what other than the one. Because Noah is working several days. He's working like every day but Friday this week, and whenever he's working, I like to have meals that can be heated up easily or that are good heated up, because there's some things you just don't want reheated. You don't want eggs reheated. That will be gross. So we're not doing a breakfast for dinner. You know, that kind of thing. So anyway, this is what the meals are going to be this week. Pork chops, black-eyed peas, and green beans. That is what Noah chose. We'll probably have some cornbread muffins, the little jiffy ones or something with that. But he wanted that. And at first he said green beans. He said black-eyed peas and green beans. And he said, wait, no. Because he didn't think I would want to cook both of those, you know, peas and beans at the same time. But I don't care. It's fine. And I told him, I said, yeah, we can have that. It sounds good, actually. So that is one of the meals. We're going to have the bacon ranch chicken pasta that Paisley from Paisley Bradley did on her channel once, and it was so good. We tried it one time. I got the recipe from her. I will link her channel down below, so go check her out. I'll probably put it in the iCards too if I can remember. And then another night we're going to have smoked ribs, baked beans, and macaroni and cheese. Jeff has not tried the smoker feature on his grill smoker. That thing does like 8 different things, that Pit Boss does. So he hasn't tried that feature yet, and now he can use his arm so he can smoke us some ribs. And we actually already have some in the freezer, so why not? Another night we're going to have camp stew. Another night we're going to have sloppy joes. We have not had sloppy joes in a long time. I don't remember, other than those White Castle Sliders sloppy joes, but those are different. They're not tomato based. They're delicious, but they're not tomato based. So we're gonna have sloppy joes and either chips and dip, or maybe some fries in the air fryer, or just fries cooked normally or something. I don't know yet. And then we found a recipe, which I will show you the recipe. I'm planning on sharing it in a video, which you should have already seen by now. It is an Asian grilled chicken recipe. We're gonna have that and sesame rice, which is sesame rice I have done before whenever I did the firecracker meatballs. But we're gonna be having that. That is what we're having for dinner, and I will show you my bins next, and then I will show you the little clips of our meals. Okay, so here are my bins. This is the one that I keep in the kitchen. It's just a little bin. I got it on clearance for $1 at Walmart, but they don't cost that much. You can get them even at the Dollar Tree. One day I may upgrade to something more permanent, but right now this works. It's lightweight. And this is the one for my refrigerator. And you guys that have been with me for a while know that it is misshapen because I was crazy and stuck it in the dishwasher. Do not ever do that. Thankfully, Jeff has a heat gun, and he shaped it back kind of like a rectangle. And I could have just went out and bought another one, but I really don't care. It's just there to hold raw meat and make it to where the stuff doesn't get, in my refrigerator. That's all it's for, and it works still for that purpose. And I don't care if it's misshapen. One day I may change it, but as of right now, I'm not worried about it. So we will put our meat in here and then stick it in the refrigerator, but I'll show you the meat whenever I'm done. I need to stop touching that. And then we will put our dry goods, our non-perishables in this, and then we will have these things are things I always keep in this bin. I keep an ink pen and a marker. This is only for kitchen use. A Post-it notes, because sometimes I will write down what I need and take it to the pantry with me and just pick it up. And then this. I still need to write this down because, of course, I just told you I haven't done that yet. But I need to put that on the days, which I will do. This is one of the recipes that I already have, and I don't think that I'm gonna need, well, yes, I'll need the recipe for that one, so I'll pull it out of my book. And I'll need the recipe for my camp stew, so I'll pull it out of my book. I kind of know how to make the sloppy joes from just doing it so much, so I may not pull that out, but then again I may, but it's in a little box. So I will grab everything that I need, and then I will show you what the bins look like. But I'm going to do the meat and put it in the refrigerator. Then I will show you, well, I'll get the meat, show you, then I'll put it in the refrigerator. Then I will get all the dry goods. Then I'll show you, and then I'll put it where it goes. Okay, as you all know, sometimes everything doesn't fit in my bin, at least if you've been watching me. Sometimes I already have things that are thawed out. Like for tonight, we're having sloppy joes, and we ran by Piggly Wiggly to get some buns, so we went ahead and grabbed this for this meal. So I'm going to leave this out because I'm going to cook this very soon. And then we are having pork chops this week, and they had a really good price for these, so we went ahead and grabbed that instead of getting some out of the refrigerator or out of the freezer. So that will go beside this other stuff. Now the ribs will not fit in my bin, they're too big. And then the rest of the things we have here, we have a bunch of chicken because we're having, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3 meals with chicken in it this week. So we're having the camp stew, which I have in this bag right here. I have already my beef and pork for camp stew, and I just needed some chicken for that. So this all goes into the bottom of my older refrigerator, and that's where it lives until time for us to cook it. So tonight we're cooking this, and then the rest of the week we cook the other things. Probably what I'm going to do is end up on a day that we know for sure that we're going to be home. That's the day the ribs are going to be done, because they are going to be taking the longest. So I'm going to put the meat away, and then I will get the stuff for that bin. But I want to wipe the table because of the raw meat. Okay, this is where all of the meat is. It's right beside this little freezer. This is a very old refrigerator, so there's things down here, you can actually regulate this to be colder or not. But this is the coldest part of the refrigerator, and sometimes by the time it's time to cook some things, they're still not completely thawed out. This refrigerator is super duper cold, so I have never had any issues with anything, you know, thawing too fast or anything like that. It actually thaws really slowly, and that's why I like it. I went ahead and put the ground beef back in there because I want to finish this before I start the sloppy joes. But I think I have a video about the sloppy joes on my channel. If I do, I'll link it in the iCards. And also, I'll try to remember to put it in the description box down below. But anyway, this is where the meat is, just in case you're new. I know that Donna is newer, and she didn't know anything about my bins. That's one reason I'm going over it a little bit more today than what I normally would, because I want everybody to understand what I mean when I say my bins. But this is where this lives until we cook it. Okay, so these are all the items that I should need for this week, other than the things that are refrigerated, which I'm not going to take out. And there's some corn that's frozen that I'm not going to take out because that would just be crazy. So anyway, this is what needs to go into that bin. This is my water. And these are all the recipes that I need. And so I'm going to put everything in the bin that will fit. Now, this is our jasmine rice. I have at times just took out the amount we needed and put that in a bowl and just put it in. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'll probably just sit this beside that on the little rack thing I have. And we needed penne pasta. I don't have any, so I'm substituting for elbow macaroni because it's what we have an abundance of. So I'm already going to be using that for Selena's pasta bake because she doesn't like the garlic, not garlic, but this, what's it called? The bacon ranch chicken pasta. She doesn't like that. It has the Alfredo sauce stuff in it, so I'm going to have her pasta bake. And for times whenever she doesn't like what I'm cooking, I always try to do her like pasta bake or something like that. Or she does it herself. She's grown. She can do it herself. But I'm just saying, I have it out ready for her and us and whatever. Like I said, the only thing that's not here are the refrigerated things, because that would be crazy to take that out. So I'm going to put it in there, and then I'll show you what the bin looks like after I get everything in there all cozy and snug. Okay, so this is everything that I need in the box. If I put this in there, which I could fit it in here, but if I put it in there, I can't put this in, I can't put the bin where it goes. So I got my recipes, I've got my planner, with which I'm going to write those where it goes. I've got all the things I need, and this, if I need it, like maybe I need to make a note saying that I need more of something. I don't know. I never know what I need it for, but I've used it a bunch of times. And then I'm going to put my rice in beside it. So I'm going to put this where it goes and show you where I store this throughout the week. Okay, so this is between my dishwasher and stove, and I have that there. The rice is behind, which I know it's dark and you can't see it. And then I got the noodles there, but I'm not going to need those right now. So they're back there. I could have put them in the front, but I'll pull this out more than I'll pull those out. So it's better to have this in the front. So that's where that goes. And then my towel just goes over the top of it, and it's here whenever I need it. And I don't have to think about going and getting everything every day. that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like this channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload. Also, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you had for dinner this week. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and